Hey everyone, welcome to the Zwift race analysis video. Okay, so this is the Team Draft Thursday race. Last week I did this race and I got second, and this week I'm back again and let's see what I can do. Last week there were only like 10 riders in the race, I believe. This time there's I believe 16 or 17 riders who started the race and around 12 who finished. So it's still a relatively small group, and you can see here that Eric Schilling is in the race again, along with Derek Rush, the two other riders who also podiumed. Eric won the race last week, and yeah, this has been a pretty fun race for me to do on Thursday mornings. I tried some attacks early on in the race, but none of them seemed to really work, and not many riders were dropping, so I ended up just deciding to chill in the pack and just hang on to the group. Coming into the final lap, I was thinking of trying an attack to see if I could maybe drop some riders for the finishing sprint, or maybe even hold it until the finish. There were a lot of riders who were attacking in this race, and I knew that there were definitely some riders who would be willing to follow my attack if I did attack. Since there were no power-ups in this race, how the race finishes pretty much depends on how well I execute my sprint and how strong my sprint is today. The race remained pretty mellow, and riders were not really attacking. Everyone was just sitting in, waiting for someone else to make a move. So the rider who I was thinking that would follow me is the rider in the yellow and greenish blue kit. It's the Arrow kit, and I believe it's F. Bombardier who ends up following me at the end. So keep an eye out for that rider, and let's see what happens in the finish. The rider had already followed me on another attack that I had done, and he had been following other attacks. He was also dropping back in the group, which is something that riders often do before they try and attack, so that they can slingshot themselves and go right through the group and just fly right by. So you can see here that he's just dangling off the back, getting ready to do his sprint. And right here, I'm like, okay, now is the time to go, because I need to get some momentum before coming into the climb. And he follows me as expected, and I just keep going and going and going to see what I can do to the group. You can see here that the gap is growing, and if you look at the mini map, the group is getting pretty strung out, and there's some riders who are still climbing right now. Eric Schilling is up there with me, and we've established a small group around 5 or 6 riders who are just chilling now because we did a pretty big attack and we're all tired. You can see Derek Rush from Draft here, and he is trying to bridge the gap between us, because if he doesn't, the race is pretty much lost. And you can see here that some riders just start flying by now because they have momentum, and they're just like easing through the rollers while we struggle to hang on to their wheels. So this is when Derek starts to sprint, then Eric starts to sprint, and I know that I have to go now or never. So I started my sprint, and I was pretty sure that Eric was going to come around and beat me, but I just kept my head down and sprinted as hard as I could. Gave everything that I had, and I barely pulled off third place. I was pretty happy with this result. I wasn't really going for it with power gain, just for a fun race before I had to go to school and do state testing. This is one of my favorite races to do throughout the week, because there are some riders that I know in this race, and it's fun to just race with them and have some fun. So let's check out the Zwift power results. decent gain because Derek got a score of 189, which would have been enough to give me a small Zwift power gain. That's it for this week's video. Thanks for watching, and please leave a like and subscribe. I have crossed 150 subscribers, so my new goal is now 300 subscribers. Thanks for watching again, and stay tuned for more content coming soon.